Underlord. More green heroes. I expected him to be mid, so he can help out, especially against those dual lanes, but Gyro was on the bottom, being...
Gyro to kind of give him a safer lane, but it's still not working out too well. They do get a kill mid, though. Queen of Pain dying there. The Undying switches up. Navi bring the Undying up top as well. Could be interesting. Lift up with the sentry there. The Weaver forced to use a Swarm. Shukuchi on cooldown for a little bit, but it's got 1 charges. The homing missile lands, and the Weaver's dead. This is Navi coming out strong. The Prophet does TP up here, and they'll get the Gyro. A double kill for GarethCasts. They lost their Weaver, but the returns they're getting are pretty damn nice here. Finally, the Undying. Another, killed his own teammate, and Undying looking to get another one, but no, a triple kill for Prophet. Comes out on top.
Last angles, whatever. Niche Prophet ulti.
Oh, not enough to save the Rasta. Unfortunately, Weaver does Shukuchi forward. And Neko there with a lift. Rocket barrage damage looking good. Right click here from Weaver, trying to bring them down. But is Shukuchi not out of range of the sentry? Not quite as crystallized. Being focused here, the homing missile will buy some space as Prophet gets on. I don't know if Roger will be able to get out of this. So the Soul Rip with all these units around does give him a nice amount of HP back. Lightstone with phase boots. Ooh, 2 more clicks there, isn't it? This final one, not enough. Down to 20 HP, but in comes the Queen of Pain. He wants to get a kill. Crystallize going to fall here. The Treant secure it. The lift back into tower. Suneko be in trouble.
Yep,
could maybe blink forward,
yeah, that's
right?
the best room you can get a Queen of Pain.
Oh!
He gets it.
The very, very edge of the cone to bring down Tier 1 at long last. But look at who they found. Rogers TP'd into Shrine all alone. He drops the Tombstone. Comes Suneko's little old Rubik, finds the Shadow Shaman in the back end, and Gyro will clear it up. Now Tuz, he's the one in trouble. Undying has survived through all of this. Somehow he's got himself away, and Nature's Prophet dodges out from the cooldown. Homing missile will still land, and they've got the lift. Drag him back if they need, but it'll be a rocket barrage that takes that 6 kill streak. Bottom lane, what's happening? I've got the root there. The Sonic Wave up to 3! That's a lot of damage from the Queen of Pain. They'll bring them all down to their knees, losing their Weaver in the meantime, unfortunately.
Go in, tank the damage if needed.
Empire.
Vision now.
They see inside the pit. Roshan has fallen though. Crystallized dropping reasonably low. Picks up the Aegis now. Sonic Wave comes up, and yeah, they've killed off Roshan for the Dire. Now Undying in a lot of trouble. He's gonna fall here. The cooldown will come out. Not gonna land on anyone as Weaver. Shukuchi's away now. In trouble is Suneko's Rubik being right-clicked and punched. The Queen of Pain bringing him low. The Shackles in the back end with the Weaver damage from this Diffusal Blade. Freshly picked up and doing an amazing job as Dendi falls next to the Ancients. 1 by 1, he will die. Lane or DK. Dendi blinks away, still hit by the Orchid, and the shards are there, so Arena right click down, out of mana completely. The damage output now being reduced a little bit, but still, it's going to be crystallized. It has to make up the difference. Comes in with a big cooldown and flat cannon. He will kill off one. It's the Shadow Shaman in the very back. Back up his teammates up at top. Weaver lifted. There's the blink in with the DK taking down the Aegis. Underlord's also arriving. Brings in the full force of Navi to try and bring down the Weaver, but he BKBs and shoots away. The Queen of Pain blinking in aggressively. 2-man Sonic Wave across them, but Crystallize forced to BKB relatively early. Now trying to get that life steal back from the Mask of Manus, but DK blinks across. Now aiming for the Nature's Prophet. They've got Dragon Tail to stun. Shadow Shaman again. A little bit too far forward. Snowball save will buy a little bit of time, but they're still stuck inside the root until the Queen of Pain arrives. The buyback will arrive from GarethCasts. They want to fight. TP in. You in trouble. TPing out. There's no stuns. He's fine. DK's gone. Jump in from Tusk looking for DK, but the Force Staff out. Forced defensively as a Sonic Wave. Not going to do a hell of a lot. Is that a stolen snowball? It's rolling on forward. It sure is. Navi going on to Tusk, giving him a taste of his own medicine. Not going to fall just yet as the Ghost Scepter is there, but Quap in the back. Kills off Undying as Gyro comes on through. Lincoln's pop with that homing missile. Navi do lose their Rubik here. Snowball keeps them up and running, but it's the Underlord yet again. Traps in the Nature's Prophet. Dendi will clear up Ghosting, and the Tusk falls inside the pit.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Nature's guardian.
BKBs to try and hold them back, but this is not working. Has to blink away. Weaver again doing the same thing, but time lapse is forced yet again. Underlord TPing back to Fountain. The high ground, they know what's going on. They know the Empire there.
Dire's middle
Wing
tower
around
is under
through the
attack.
bottom lane because Tier 4 is taking an absolute punishing. Tombstone 1. The floor. The ball does come in. That's a lot of damage onto the gyro, but DK has already brought down that Shadow Shaman. Crystallized now with a flat cannon and Satanic. He is unkillable. Double damage rune now finally expires, but he pops his refresher shard. BKB Satanic back up and running. And GG is called. Weaver doesn't stand a chance against this Dendi DK. And Empire tap out in game 1.
Underlord got his farm.
Good reasoning. Night Stalker. Battery
Stalker,
assault
you're
here.
dead.
Oh God, he isn't. Tries the Dukes, but this battery assault's too much. Even with the brown boots up, he's going to get taken down. Bat Rider picked up. Chop. Bounty runes, because the double spawns nearby as they get in onto mid. The Bat's rotation. Winter Wyvern tries to fly away, but this, not a place you want to dive as Navi. Bat Rider, battery assault in trouble for him, but the Firefly turning the damage back around onto Clock. Sure, this is wise from the Clockwork. Does get the Lucent Beam into Cogs. Damage from the Luna, not quite enough. The bottle charges are there for the Bat Rider, but the final Lucent Beam does wing out. Creep wave in front of it, and look at this. 3 heroes converging on the Clockwork. The Observer Ward gives them all the vision they need. Now the Ravage, though, coming down onto 3. Night Stalker getting beaten down by the Dragon Knight, who makes the TP rotation in. But you look at this, the Void and now the Urn from Night Stalker onto Clockwork. Gonna tick down from this. It looks like he'll get the TP back home. Empire trying to defend this mid lane. Good Winter's Curse down Suneko, but who wants to battle? Deny on the tower from the Luna as Night Stalker up onto the high ground, flying and flapping his wings. In comes the Tide and Clockwork, crystallizing all sorts of problems trapped in the Cogs, and this Anchor Smash will aid them to victory as the Tide does still hold the Ravage. Bat Rider's coming through. Ravage is there, holding the 2, back away, but I don't know if Empire can chase on forward unless the... Oh! Really?
Whoa!
Catch the Luna top though, Aegis popped.
Radiant's top tower is under
Got the
attack.
lasso still, they do with a Blink Dagger as well. They'll not jump in with a bat just yet as the DK sprints forward. Exorcism is out from Dendi, and there's no Ravage, remember. That was used in the Roshan pit, so they chase on forward. Stone Gaze is there, and now the lasso with the damage from Dendi. They clear up the DK. In comes the Eclipse. It looks like it's a lot of damage, but Dendi had to Yule Scepter up into the air. Now they're getting the Medusa online. A 4-hero absolute stomp of this fight as Navi look for the 5th. A triple for Dendi. He's dying to tower, but they tank it up with a Shadow Shaman. Well played as Navi come out in this fight looking like they were at a severe deficit.
Team goes, tries to siege trees, then the another team comes and then they see.
He blinked away from the projectile. He dodged the stun. The DK doesn't get anything done, and now the BKB from Luna wasted completely. He's not doing anything. The Ravage finally arrives in onto 4, but the DP Exorcism flowing out now. The DPS is coming. Crystallize dropping low. There's the Medusa right-clicking back, and Empire they lost 3. It looks like it's going to be game here as Dendi on an ultra kill streak keeps on ripping apart heroes one by one. Get away or get into fight when Medusa's launching out these split shot Skadi modified things. Night Stalker does get found. The Blink BKB with a Ravage as well. The catch Navi off guard with the Eclipse coming through. They'll take down 2. Now Dendi has the BKB and run. They cannot fight here. They cannot fight here. The hookshot cancels it, and Navi, they will actually lose out pretty heavily in this moving forward, but getting taken down immediately with Roshan open. Yeah, compared to 500 health.
Double damage.
I don't think anyone ever picked that unless they missed.
Probably. Here's the Blink Lasso, though. The counter to Luna takes the Aegis. Empire goes to fight the DD Dragon Knight. He's popped his ulti, jumps in. The BKBs come out from Navi, though, and now they're in trouble. Team Empire, they've got to run, they've got to sprint. They're splitting up, trying to spread the targets across as much of the map as possible. But Luna, she's the one that's caught over on the northwestern side as a silence. The Night Stalker makes sure there's no Ravage. He couldn't save his mate. The Luna's killed off. Now the Winter's Curse comes in onto Dendi, but it only slows the advance. Tide. Hill falls up towards the northern side of the map, and the Yule's in from Dendi catches out the Winter Wyvern. And this is what I was scared about. Even with Aegis Cheese, it still feels like Navi has upper hand with this draft.
Oh, he's sitting on a ward. Back and forth, baby. Back and forth all the time.
Bye-bye, Winter Wyvern. Lane now, Medusa. Let me get up onto high ground. Silencing onto the clockwork there. He pops his blade mail, but he's being just right-clicked through with a Skadi slow. BK focused. No BKB for 15 seconds. His ultimate wears out. Get a Glimmer Cape to save him, though, as the Serpent Wards drop. High ground mid. Crystallized, running out of mana, but has a BKB in about 10 seconds. The Eclipse will come through, and Medusa being burnt down, but the double Force Staff gets her back to safety, barely 30 HP. The hook shot clears her up, and now Navi, the back and forth continues. Empire come out with a couple of juicy kills. That's pretty nice, huh? Blink, Lasso, Winter's Curse onto Batrider though. Luna should be okay with the Blink Ravage as well. Team Empire, they're deep in the base. Here comes the Luna's BKB, but there's no ulti from her. Now Medusa launches out the Skadi shot, slowing them down, but the Stone Gaze won't hold them in place. Cold Embrace, it buys time, but very, very barely. The inevitable was coming. No reveal on the Night Stalker. They swing down towards bottom lane though with the Serpent Wards. Top lane still open. Tier 3 was the first one to fall, but the Rax is still standing as they blink in with a Dragon Knight stun forward onto the DP as well. There's no Ravage or any ultis really for the Radiant team, and Death Prophet just turns around. Spirit Siphon back up to full HP. Don't mind if I do. Thank you very much. Batrider does get taken out in the middle of 4 Empire heroes, but the Rax, the damage has been done. 2 full lanes, it looks like, will be the damage dealt in the end. As Navi might look to turn around. DK ulti popped here with a Stone Gaze now. Turn around. There we go. Winter's Curse. Night Stalker getting clicked, but the Force Staff back from Seneko. Keeps him alive a little bit longer, but it's the Eclipse that'll try and do the big damage. Crystallizes BKB. Holds the Medusa in place. Alive through it all. They find the jump. Oh, smoke from Navi. Spotted by the Observer Ward potentially. In comes the DK. They get in onto the Medusa. No BKB just yet. The Winter's Curse will hold them back as the Courier dies. Shadow Shaman falling very low. He's got Serpent Wards to throw, though. The Eclipse will finally come out, and Night Stalker being stunned. The mini stun can't move. They can't do anything, but it's the Medusa who will hold them in this game with a Blink Lasso from Batrider finally coming through. It's Navi that will get a double kill and clear Empire off the face of the freaking map. Luna doesn't stand a chance as she has to run away, and Tide blink in the second, but the Ghosts, they hit him, and he's dead to rights. Empire losing 4 heroes in quick succession.
Top barracks has fallen. Radiant's top barracks
GG's called.
Game 2. Navi 2-0 up in this best of 5. 1 game away from qualifying for ESL 1 Genting. It ends
with the OD pick. They have a save for Faceless Void's Chrono.
Where is he? Well, Omni's dying top lane. We'll catch that one. And now we'll look at the round. Now bottom lane. Get in from the left-hand side with the clockwork behind these trees. A Shackle could start things off. 1-1-2 build here from the Gyro, but in comes the 2-man Stomp. A TP from the Witch Doctor. Cask onto the Gyro. They've got the damage output as well, but he can't run back into the trees. Nice little pick-off there as the Clockwork tries to get in on top of the ET. Shackles come out. Witch Doctor
no
to
mana.
Turn it back, but he doesn't have Cask. You're absolutely right. The ETH will drop. Fires. He slows the Clockwork to make sure that Frank calls are cancelled and the Cog's Battery Assault doesn't get too much in his face, but they still close the gap. Now ET. Spirit into Stomp. Slows down 3 of them, or sleeps up 3 of them, but they still have the Purification and the damage from the OD in onto the Viper. Now it's an absolute slaughter in this fight. They've got the Cask bouncing, but the Clockwork survives, sprinting away from the ET. No real follow-through here. The Rastam likely to be the sacrificial lamb as in comes General to punch him down. Omni and Clockwork retreating as well, but here's the Chrono. Crystallize arrives. Perfect place, perfect time. They lose the Viper, but 3 heroes in exchange, giving so much money. Spawn, Deny, no? Shackles, hello. In comes the rest of the team.
Debated.
Hex is there, and Rocket Barrage, there's no mana now. He has it, picks up the regen, he's got a cooldown. That's the kill. And his Mask of Manus on was silenced. Now the jump away, Time Walk expended. 3 seconds cooldown. The Shackles and Hex. Crystallize maybe dropping here. Yeah, Purification Bomb finishes him off. The 2-man sleep. look to turn this back around. The Viper TP is a slow one. Night Stalker came in initially, and this Propel TP will secure the safety of the Omni. The cancel, though, from the Night Stalker stops the clock from retreat. Down, but a lot of expenditure here for not much return. Navi lose their one. Here we go, Void, Silent, Stomp to follow. Viper in, gets hexed up by the Rasta. Shackles, gonna get cancelled out by the Earth Splitter, but the Purification Repel will keep the Omni alive as OD arrives. Level 2, Arcane Orb, but the attack speed slow. He astrals himself, but he might just die regardless of the cooldown. Now Gyro enters the fight, there's the heal, back onto the OD, they killed the ET. Away, Clockwork forced out of his tier 1 area, but another Hex comes in. Crystallized somewhere else has found a double kill. I'm watching Dendy, but I should have been watching the Void, shouldn't I? Gyro retreating, but in comes the time-dilating Faceless Void. Kills off the Gyro as Dendy does get the takedown in the back onto that Shadow Shaman. They do come in, but Rasta ready.
He's alone.
Rasta ready to die. Cooldown arrives, the Night Stalker though flying over the cliff into the ancient camp, and OD with Gyro should be able to, Omni Knight slaps him down, the Death Ward out from Seneko. He feels unkillable in this mid lane, left alone, tries to stomp the fog, but the Battery Assault catches him at the last second. Force Staff from Dendy, buys a bit of space, but now might put himself in danger. Can't escape from Cogs if he's hooked or shackled. The Hex is there, but the great silence in from the Night Stalker, but there it is.
But not when Viper.
This is a choke point where Chrono's going to be big. Oh, he gets it onto the 2. Doesn't land the big one that he was looking for, though. Kills off 1. Now Massive Madness on. He can't time walk away, and Empire will come out on top. Tier 2, no. Baiting out a TP, though, definitely. Stalker comes up, sprints forward. Nighttime for a long time. Viper should be able to bring down the Shadow Shaman. Repel and Purification both there, but that's expended for your support to turn around Shackle. Hookshot in the back. Not catching anyone, I don't think, as the Void running forward. They're looking for a Chrono, but Crystallize is dying. Dendy killed the Shadow Shaman, but I don't know what's happened here to Navi. They came in 1 by 1, and they're all 1 by 1. Killed off by a hookshot in onto mid. The OD has Blink Pike now, but 4 staffs back. Elder Titan escapes the Blade Mail. Clockwork not doing anything because the Death Ward doesn't give a damn, and Earth Splitter onto OD. No Astral, no life, and no survival. Good Hex Shackles though. Catches Night Stalker. Daytime has arrived. Crystallize. No Chrono, but will still look to jump forward. He's got the damage, and he's got the jump to catch the Shadow Shaman in on top of the Rasta's head, and see you later. But General wants more. Quick repel. Will buy time for the Omni as the cooldown launched. Silent, not going to get hit by the GA there as his raindrops getting popped, but Navi takes full control over this fight. Spirit moves forward, the BKB from Gyro comes out, but the bashes from Crystallize. His Massive Madness going, so he can't time walk away, but healed up by the Witch Doctor, stays alive through it all, and Viper launching out the poisonous projectiles, slowly but surely tickling down Empire, so they're forced to back away. Getting close. The hookshot in, snatched by the Omni. Crystallized Chronos, though, the big one with the Earth Splitter as well. Navi, they need to get the Void out of danger. He Shadowblades up and runs away. The Gyro still pumping out the damage. Where's the Viper? The right clicks out, but the OD is still alive. This will smoke into smoke. This is going to be big. Oh, Empire, you've grouped up. The Chrono comes in, catches the Gyro, but the Omni's still outside. He blinks away. The Gyro's being pummeled here with the Earth Splitter down. They'll look to bring him down, but the GA misses. Can they get the damage? They do! Navi bring Silent to his knees as they now turn onto the Shadow Shaman. Crystallize found a decent enough Chrono, but it was a Death Ward that secures it in the end. The OD Astral, it keeps him alive for a split second, but now Navi with a double kill on Void. Gone forward too far. There's the big-ass Chrono. Look at the bubble. They're trying to break down the Shadow Shaman.
Misses again.
Sends the Gyro under. The GA did it not land. The BKB will come out from the Gyrocopter. Crystallized pops his BKB. Witch Doctor forced to retreat. The hookshot slides on through. But this is Navi still in a decent position. They've got themselves a Hex onto the Viper. Down goes Dendy, but the bash forward. Omni Knight can't save his Gyro buddy. 1 minute and a half, so there is no time walk there. But ET, Glimmercape, he runs on forward. What's the OD doing? Silent stopped. The Omni's behind him. He does have the repel. Oh, this is what he's doing. He's fighting. He's destroying. He is crushing. He's got the DPS. Crystallize running low on HP, but he's got the bashes. The Astral sends the OD down. Away from this awful fight that he's found himself in, and he blinks away as the Omni Knight was removed from the game. Crystallized, bash back. We've got the reversal standoff. North and South Korea have swapped places, apparently. Oh, the DMZ in the middle of the river yet again, and in they go. The Serpent Wards drop, but in comes the Chrono. No, still waiting for it, holding on. There we go.
That's a big bubble.
Omni and OD, both inside. They focus down the Omni Knight, looking to kill him off, and with the sleep, they will need one more click to take him down. The OD chased back, and both dead, with 3 heroes down, and Navi losing only their Witch Doctor. Empire will fall. The Rebels taking over this game. Deep here next to the tier 4s, but now they see him in, they jump, they blinks away. Great play, but they're going to focus down this gyrocopter. Right clicks in, the GA misses again. Empire get the repel to the gyro at the very least, but the OD's in way too deep. The Death Ward blinks away. The BKB forced here from FN. Maybe a little bit spooky, but if you can catch the OD, the gyro, both overlapping here a little bit, they're pinging it out, saying don't get caught. The hookshot misses, the Chrono comes in. BKB from gyro, but the Earth Splitter will fly across them all, and Empire, this is an absolute disaster. One falls, a buyback immediate, but OD, Astral to put himself out of danger. The BKB from Elder Titan keeps him alive. Crystallized has to jump away, but the gyro looking like he might just die back as Dendi misses a hit there to the butterfly, but in goes Roger, diving base, and GG is called. 3-0. Navi qualify for ESL Genting, and Empire get slaughtered. Best of 5.
Navi were a better team today. 3-0.